Rare miss here by Kyrie at the free throw line. 2-point game here.
Irving has the last 9 points for Boston. Bogdanovich open triple. Big shot. Lead for the Pacers.
Floppy action, misdirection to find Bogdanovich a wide open three, and now the Pacers back-to-back threes have recaptured the lead here.
Bogdanovich 20 points and 18 shots. Here comes Hayward, step back, Bogdanovich. That's a great shot by Hayward. It's a 2, but it puts Boston back on top by 1.
See if they can run this floppy action again.
High screen, Turner switch on defense. Horford will follow Bogdanovich to the side. Hayward is on Turner. Shot clock at 4. Bogdanovich three. Good! Another 3. And the Pacers by 2. Pacers have 4 field goals this quarter. All have been 3-point bombs. It's Irving facing the wall. Spins around Matthews. Tries to penetrate inside. Shot clock at 7. Brown thought 3. Turner to close. Brown the drive. Rebound Bogdanovich.
Foul by Tatum. How about defensively, Miles Turner? Look at this misdirection 3 here by Bogdanovich. This put them up by 1, and then the dancing with the basketball on Al Horford. Step back. 6 quick points here for Bojan. Up to 23.
A crowding Bogdanovich, stapling him near midcourt. Will make the move, the drive into Hayward. The reverse will not go. A big rebound by Horford. Minute and a half to go. Boston down by 2. Irving, Horford, Tatum, 3. Rebound by Thaddeus Young. They're going to run that clock.
I don't know why Kyrie's giving it up. They've had no answer for him offensively.
Somebody's bleeding.
Looks like Horford.
Yeah, he's got a pretty good cut right there on his forearm. And they'll take a look at that. Big scrape. Well, 1:13 to go. And after this thriller here in Boston, we will take you to Houston, where the Utah Jazz and the Rockets will meet game 2. Rockets took the first one by 32 points.
Thinking about the Indiana field goals this quarter. They are 0 of 8 from 2-point range, but 4 of 7 from distance, which has allowed them to grab a 2-point lead here late in this fourth quarter.
Well, Reggie, we know they're the 4th best shooting team in the NBA, the Pacers. They're number 5 in 3-point percentage. They just don't take or make a lot of threes, but when they do throw them up, they usually hit them.
During the regular season, they only averaged about 9 threes made. Tonight, 13 made threes for the Indiana Pacers. See, to me, they can run this. Because Bojan has knocked down 2 threes, I would put him in a situation with Thaddeus Young so they can get that mismatch, because Young can go right at Jaylen Brown.
Collison and Irving. Bogdanovich and Horford. Shot clock down to 7. There's a minute left in regulation. Crossover, Bogdanovich. Great play by Horford. He knocked the ball away. Here comes Brown. Foot race with Collison. Outside it goes. Tatum 3. Good!
Creating offense from your defense for the Celtics.
Bogdanovich. Turner. Young back to Matthews. Off the glass. Now rebound by Irving.
And you don't need to foul here.
About a 6-second difference. Game clock and shot clock. Irving quickly double. Tatum again. Underneath, wide open is Hayward. Boston by 3 with 12 seconds to play in regulation.
The physicality has shown up for the Boston Celtics here in this fourth quarter. Beautiful block shot by Horford at one end, which led to this three here by Tatum in the corner, by the assist by Jaylen Brown. And here, Tatum again. Look at all the blue jerseys around them. Just finds a wide open Gordon Hayward for the easy lay-in, and 3-point lead here with 12 seconds left here for Boston.
All right, some strategy.
Well, I'm sure everyone likes to talk about fouling in situations like this. The way that Boston has played defensively, I play this out. Oh, turnover. Now it's a timeout here by Brad Stevens. You don't even get a look at the basket here. Miscommunication and a breakdown in communication for the Pacers.
You just finished telling me off the break the Matthews shot was not the shot they wanted before he just threw it away.
Yeah, I'm thinking they were trying to get Boyan the basketball, but that was supposed to be a brush screen, it looked like, or supposed to be, by Miles Turner. Bad communication coming out of that huddle for the Pacers, which led to that turnover. I mean, Bogdanovic had no idea that the ball was even coming his way.
And they just got out of the huddle.
Yeah. So
Pacers outscored the Celtics, Reggie, in that third quarter, 29-16. But in this fourth quarter, tables completely turned around.
Yeah.
Celtics have outscored the Pacers 26-12 in the fourth. And Irving has been right at the front with his 37 points, and Tatum with 23. No fouls to give either way.
And they're going to advance the basketball.
Yep.
No, they don't want an advance, or do they? Yes, they want an advance. They're putting Jaylen Brown in the backcourt here. Got to get the ball into either Gordon Hayward's or Kyrie's hands right here.
In front, Turner is on the ball. Hayward, Horford, and inside to Tatum. And a foul. Tatum hit the three, drives for the two. He's got 25.
And what could go wrong went wrong on that possession. It kind of is a microcosm of everything that's happened for the last minute for the Pacers. You've got to foul Hayward there if you're Corey Joseph, but you allow a possible three-point play here for Tatum, who's been spectacular down the stretch here.
6 points for Tatum by himself here in the last couple seconds, and a lead of 6 in game 2 as Boston tries to go up 2-0 over Indiana on TNT.
A series of miscues down the stretch here for Indiana. Miscommunications out of bounds. You should have fouled here quickly on Gordon Hayward. No, he gets the ball to Horford, who gets it to Tatum. You foul, three-point play for Jason. Celtics up 6.
Tyreek Evans will inbound for Indiana with 8.8 to go as he locates Turner.
And another turnover. Another turnover.
Yep. The Boston Celtics with some kind of comeback tonight.
Yes.
Wow.
And it's these type of playoff games that sting. They sting
for Indiana, and a spectacular come-from-behind win for the Boston Celtics with 3.6 to go. We have the quick foul called, and Gordon Hayward will be at the line.
And another turnover here. 12 turnovers for the Pacers for 21 Celtics points. But it's the turnovers in the last 15 seconds that have been devastating.
Boston looking like a team that's played in 2 consecutive Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah, you see the experience here.
Boston goes up 2-0. In the last 50 seconds of regulation, a 10-0 run by Boston. Costly turnovers by Indiana. And big shots by Tatum. And in the body of the fourth quarter, it was Kyrie Irving. Irving with 37 and Tatum with 26. As Boston outscores Indiana in the fourth quarter, Reggie, 31-27. 28-12.
And all led by Kyrie Irving. I think offensively he understood that the Celtics offense was very stagnant, and he went on that run. You give the Pacers credit, they got back into the ball game.
They did.
But Boston prevails, to me, because of experience. And that deep run they made last year, getting to the conference finals without Gordon, without Kyrie, that experience was huge, and it showed here in game 2.
Irving, 37 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds. He's standing by with Rebecca Harlow.
Thanks, Kevin. Kyrie, this Pacers team hits a series of threes, and then you rip off a 10-0 run to close this thing out. Defensively, what was the key there?
Staying resilient, understanding that, you know, we're never out of this game. It's the playoffs. Anything can happen. I tell these guys all the time. Just a reminder of we got to stay communicative, do the little things in order to get the win.
Your team scores just 16 points in the third quarter. You don't have Marcus Smart. You know Al Horford doesn't feel great tonight. What was your mindset heading into that fourth quarter?
Stay aggressive, put some points on the board, pace the game really well. You know, just do the little things. Like I said, in the playoffs, you really got to lock into the other team's tendencies, but the little things, diving on loose balls, being there for your teammates, picking each other up when things aren't going your way, it really matters in the grand scheme of the game.
When you win a game like this, a comeback win, what does that do for the confidence with this team moving into a Game 3 situation in Indiana?
It gives us confidence, but anything can happen on the road. Got to go in Indiana, tough place to play, and we got to be ready for whatever. So it's going to be a war there. We understand the type of team that we're playing against, and it's a series for a reason.
Thanks, Kyrie.
Yep.
In the fourth quarter, Tatum and Kyrie Irving combined to score 19 Boston points. The Celtics, going back to the end of the regular season, have won 8 of 9, and they did it tonight to take Game 2 in thrilling fashion. Our producer, Scott Cockrell. Our director, Matt Lipp. Associate Director, Morgan Weinbrecht. Production assistants, Chris Nelson and Raul Bonilla. Technical Manager, David Husney. Technical Director, Brent Christan. Audio, Pat Thornton. Stats, Ethan Cooperson. Coming up next, EJ will get you ready for the Jazz and Rockets. For Reggie Miller, Rebecca Harlow, and our terrific crew, Kevin Harlan saying good night from Boston.